Let's start with the things soldiers never talked about. Not their weapons, not their victories, but the tiny objects they carried to survive one more day. Personal and sentimental totems, a sweetheart's photograph, folded until the edges disappeared, tucked inside a helmet, hidden in a worn-out wallet. This wasn't just a picture, it was a promise, a reason to come back alive. For many soldiers, one glance at that faded black and white face was enough to endure another night of fear. A small stuffed teddy bear, completely out of place on a battlefield, yet commonly found inside rucksacks, a last gift from a child back home, soft, silent, a reminder of the innocence they were fighting to protect. Tiny baby shoes, often hanging from the cockpits of bombers and fighter planes. A strange sight, until you know why. They symbolized the future waiting back home. For pilots, those shoes weren't decoration. They were motivation to land alive. A lucky silver dollar, carried in a breast pocket, used in high-stakes card games, and in some legendary cases, heavy enough to stop shrapnel, saving lives by pure chance. Now let's talk about chance itself, the ace of spades. Long before Vietnam, soldiers carried it as a symbol of luck or defiance, a quiet message to fate. If death comes, I'm ready, a pair of dice. Because life in a foxhole was already a gamble. Rolling them past the time, carrying them meant accepting fate and hoping luck would roll your way. A dried rabbit's foot, old superstition, simple, portable, something to squeeze when the artillery started falling and there was nothing else to hold on to. A pressed four-leaf clover, rare, fragile, often hidden between letters or pocket Bibles, a piece of living nature preserved while everything else was being destroyed. Now, spiritual protection. A St. Christopher medal, the patron saint of travelers, worn by millions crossing oceans and continents. A silent prayer resting against the chest every step closer to danger. A metal-plated pocket Bible, sometimes called a heart shield. Faith on the inside, steel on the outside. Some of them actually stopped shrapnel. Belief and metal working together. Rosary beads. For Catholic soldiers, they weren't just symbols. They were lifelines. Each bead a breath. Each prayer a way to keep panic from taking over while the world exploded around them. And finally, symbols of survival. Pin-up nose art on aircraft. Not something you could carry, but something crews believed gave their plane a soul, a personality, and maybe luck. Mission tally marks. Every mark meant survival. Every new one brought pride and fear. Because everyone knew the danger of the final mission. Live regimental mascots, dogs, bears, goats, adopted as living good luck charms, fed, protected, believed to keep the unit alive. And the darkest talisman of all, a piece of shrapnel, or the bullet that almost killed them, kept as proof. I was supposed to die, and didn't. These weren't just objects. They were hope made tangible. And sometimes, they were the only thing standing between a soldier and giving up.